Have you ever found yourself thinking, why do my legs feel weaker these days? You eat your fruits, take your walks, maybe even stretch a little. You're doing everything right, or so you think. But what if I told you that the very fruits sitting in your kitchen right now might be quietly sabotaging your leg strength? Yes, I said fruits. Those sweet, juicy little angels of health might just be the hidden villains in your story, especially after 50. Stick around, because what you're about to hear will surprise you. Let's bust a popular myth before we go any further. You can never go wrong with fruit. That's what we've been told for decades. Fruits are natural, loaded with vitamins, and a staple in every healthy eating plan. But what if I told you that eating too much of certain fruits, especially after the age of 50, can silently chip away at your leg strength, mobility, and even your energy levels? Now, don't panic. This doesn't mean fruit is bad, far from it. But it does mean we need to be smart about which fruits we eat, how often we eat them, and what we pair them with. Because after 50, your metabolism slows, your muscles shrink faster, and your body's tolerance for sugar, even natural sugar, drops significantly. So in this video, we're going to explore 10 seemingly innocent fruits that, when overconsumed, may be secretly sabotaging your leg strength, and what to do instead. Stick with me to the end, because I'll also share smart ways to enjoy these fruits without the negative side effects. 10. Grapes. The sugar bomb in disguise. Let's start with one of the biggest culprits hiding in plain sight: grapes. Now, grapes are praised for their antioxidants, specifically resveratrol, which may help with heart health and inflammation. But here's the twist. 1 cup of grapes contains over 23 grams of sugar. That's nearly 6 teaspoons. For older adults, especially those with pre-diabetes, type 2 diabetes, or even just slower glucose metabolism, this sugar rush can cause a blood sugar spike followed by a sharp crash. That crash doesn't just affect your energy, it also affects muscle endurance, leaving your legs feeling tired, shaky, or even weak. When blood sugar rises quickly, insulin floods your system to bring it back down. This roller coaster can trigger inflammation, worsen joint stiffness, and impair your body's ability to build or maintain muscle. And the worst part? Grapes are so easy to overeat. 1 minute you're having a few, the next thing you know, half the bunch is gone. Myth-busting moment. But grapes are full of antioxidants. Yes, they are, specifically resveratrol. But most of that is in the skin and seeds, which are often removed or destroyed in juices. Better way to enjoy grapes. Stick to a small handful, about 10-15 grapes max, and always eat them with a protein or fat source, like a few almonds or a slice of cheese. This slows sugar absorption and keeps your energy and your legs more stable. 9. Bananas, nature's potassium pill, or sugar stick. Bananas have been called the ultimate cramp fighter, and yes, they're rich in potassium, which helps regulate muscle contractions. But there's a flip side. A medium banana also has 14 grams of sugar, and as it ripens, the starch turns into fast-digesting sugar. For seniors with low muscle mass, metabolic syndrome, or even just a slower digestive system, this sugar surge can cause an energy dip, leading to that heavy leg feeling you sometimes get. As blood sugar spikes and falls, your muscles may experience glycogen depletion, which means less fuel during movement. If this becomes a habit, like eating a banana every morning without protein, it can gradually sap your leg power. Bananas don't cure cramps alone. You also need magnesium, calcium, and hydration, which many seniors are low on. Go for greener bananas. They're lower on the glycemic index. And always pair a banana with a protein or fat, like peanut butter or a hard-boiled egg. Greek yogurt to balance the sugar effect and slow down absorption. 8. Pineapple, the tropical trouble. Pineapple's tropical flavor masks a bittersweet truth. It's high in vitamin C and contains bromelain, an enzyme that can fight inflammation. But a single cup packs 16 grams of sugar and can be highly acidic, which may irritate the joints and muscles in seniors. Excessive consumption of acidic fruits like pineapple can contribute to joint irritation, especially for seniors with osteoarthritis or chronic knee pain. Combine that with sugar, and you have a combo that increases systemic inflammation, a key factor in muscle loss and weakness. Pineapple is anti-inflammatory. Yes, in moderate, enzyme-rich servings. But canned pineapple or juice, that's mostly sugar and acidity, with little bromelain. Most of pineapple's bromelain is found in the core, which people usually discard. So unless you're eating the tough center, you're getting more sugar than benefit. Tip: eat 1/2 cup of fresh pineapple and consider blending it with a high-protein snack like cottage cheese or plain Greek yogurt to counterbalance the sugar. 7. Mango, the sugar king of fruits. Mangoes are delicious, juicy, and feel like a vacation in a bite. But they're also one of the highest sugar fruits on the planet. A single mango can contain up to 45 grams of sugar. When eaten in large amounts, mangoes can spike insulin levels dramatically. This not only leads to blood sugar crashes, but also increases fat storage, especially around the midsection, which is directly linked to weakened leg and core muscles in seniors. Mangoes are loaded with vitamins, true, but so are carrots, kale, and bell peppers, without the sugar bomb. If you're over 50 and dealing with prediabetes, insulin resistance, or weight issues, too much mango can cause fatigue, fluid retention, and muscle weakness over time. Tip: treat mango like a dessert. Eat just 1/4 of a mango sliced into cubes and pair with cottage cheese or plain yogurt. 6. Watermelon. All water, little muscle fuel. On a hot day, nothing feels better than cold watermelon. Yes, watermelon is hydrating, but nutritionally, it's mostly water and sugar, with little fiber or protein to support muscle maintenance. Seniors often feel bloated or sluggish after eating large amounts, and it won't help maintain leg muscle the way protein or healthy fats will. Watermelon has a glycemic index over 70, meaning it rapidly spikes blood sugar. That can lead to an insulin response that lowers your blood sugar too quickly, causing fatigue, especially in your lower body where large muscles demand stable energy. Watermelon keeps you hydrated, so it must help your legs. Hydration is only half the picture. Without electrolytes, hydration doesn't support muscle function. Eat in moderation, 1 to 2 cups max, and add a pinch of sea salt to help retain minerals, or pair with a handful of pumpkin seeds. 5. Store-bought fruit smoothies. The health halo trap. Sounds healthy, right? Wrong. Most store-bought smoothies are made with fruit concentrates, added sugars, and no fiber. They spike blood sugar, encourage fat storage, and do little for muscles, especially leg strength. One bottle of a typical commercial fruit smoothie can contain 30 to 60 grams of sugar. That's up to 15 teaspoons. Worse still, many contain concentrated fruit juices with the fiber removed. Without fiber or protein, sugar hits your bloodstream like a freight train. For older adults, these sugar spikes are dangerous. They not only drain your energy, but can trigger inflammation that weakens lower body muscles, worsens joint pain, and accelerates sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. Our smoothies are meal replacements? Not if they're just fruit and juice. Seniors need protein, fats, and fiber for real nourishment. Smart smoothie fix. Make your own. Use low-sugar fruits like berries. Add greens. Toss in Greek yogurt or protein powder. A tablespoon of chia or flax seeds, and just half a banana. Now that's a leg-loving smoothie. 4. Dried fruits. Compact calories, hidden consequences. Dried fruits sound innocent. They're in every trail mix, purse, and senior snack drawer. But here's the problem. They're concentrated sugar bombs. Just 5 dates can contain over 30 grams of sugar. That's a diabetic spike waiting to happen. When fruit is dried, water is removed, but the sugar remains. A handful of raisins, for example, contains about 25 grams of sugar. That's nearly the same sugar content as a candy bar. Without water or fiber, it hits your blood fast. These rapid sugar surges not only stress your insulin response, but can also cause systemic inflammation, leading to joint stiffness, fatigue, and weakened leg strength over time. You might say, but dried fruit has fiber and minerals? Dried fruits are rich in iron and fiber. Yes, but at what cost? You're also getting 2 to 3 times the sugar you'd get from fresh fruit, and without the volume to feel full. Too much sugar, plus low hydration, eat leg cramps and inflammation. Now, dried fruit rule of thumb, stick to 1 tablespoon at a time and pair it with nuts or a high-protein snack. Better yet, choose fresh fruit whenever possible. 3. Canned fruits and syrup, the sugar swamp. Canned fruits were a pantry staple for decades. These are practically candy in disguise, loaded with high fructose corn syrup, preservatives, and artificial coloring. Canned fruits can increase joint pain, weight gain, and fatigue. High fructose corn syrup has been linked to increased fat accumulation, inflammation, and insulin resistance. And while canned fruits still technically offer vitamins, they're often stripped of fiber and swimming in sugar. This combo can worsen knee pain, increase joint swelling, and limit muscle recovery, making it harder for seniors to walk, squat, or climb stairs with ease. It's just fruit, it can't be bad. Fruit in syrup is more dessert than nutrition. It behaves in your body much like candy does. Drowned in chemical sugar soup, the benefits are almost gone. Better canned choices. Look for fruit canned in 100% juice or water, or rinse syrupy fruits underwater to reduce sugar. Still fresh or frozen is best. 2. Raisins. A sneaky snack that adds up fast. You think it's just a handful, but a handful of raisins can pack over 20 grams of sugar and 0 protein or healthy fat. This leads to sugar highs, inflammation, and ultimately weaker muscle tone if you're not pairing it with strength-building foods. They are also lacking in hydration, which your muscles need. A quarter cup of raisins contains about 29 grams of sugar, more than a glazed donut. This concentrated sugar hits hard and fast, spiking blood glucose and potentially leading to energy crashes that affect leg stamina. Since raisins are dehydrated, they pull more water from your digestive system during breakdown, which may lead to cramps, dehydration, or fatigue, especially in your lower body. Raisins are great for the heart, somewhat, but not when they're unbalanced with protein, hydration, or fiber. How to enjoy raisins right. Sprinkle a few on oatmeal or mix into a trail mix with nuts and seeds. Limit to 1 tablespoon per snack, no more. 1. Fruit cocktails, the Frankenstein of fruits. Colorful, sweet, and often served in pretty cups, fruit cocktails seem harmless. But most are a Frankenstein mix of fruits soaked in sugary syrup, stored in cans, and stripped of all the good stuff. Most fruit cocktails use low-quality fruits and drown them in syrup or sweetened juice, which can contain over 30 grams of added sugar per cup. This can worsen blood sugar balance, trigger inflammation, and contribute to muscle breakdown over time. Many also include preservatives like sulfur dioxide, which may irritate the gut and contribute to joint discomfort. It's still fruit. It's more like fruit-flavored dessert. The fiber, vitamins, and enzymes are mostly gone. Smart choice. Avoid fruit cocktail entirely, or replace it with fresh fruit salad using low glycemic fruits like berries, kiwi, and a small amount of citrus. So, should seniors stop eating fruit altogether? Absolutely not. The key is quality over quantity, and always pair your fruit with protein, fiber, or healthy fats. Think berries with Greek yogurt, apple with almond butter, or half a banana with boiled eggs. Fruits aren't bad, but overdoing the wrong ones can quietly chip away at your strength. And when it comes to staying strong after 50, every step counts, literally. So let's clear the air. Fruit is not the enemy. But after age 50, your body becomes more sensitive to sugar, acidity, and nutrient imbalances. Some fruits, when eaten too often, in large amounts, or without protein, can sap your energy, weaken your legs, and worsen inflammation. But that doesn't mean you should stop eating fruit. It just means you should eat them intentionally. Final takeaways. Stick to fresh, whole fruits, not juices or syrups. Pair fruits with protein or fat to balance sugar impact. Focus on low glycemic fruits like berries, apples, and kiwi. Avoid eating fruit alone as a meal. Your legs deserve better. If this helped you rethink your plate, go ahead and tap that like button. Subscribe for more smart health advice, especially tailored for life after 50. And remember, strong legs start with smart fuel. Now you know, not all fruits are innocent. Share this with someone who still thinks fruit smoothies are always healthy. And don't forget to hit subscribe for more surprising health tips designed just for your age and stage. Stay strong, stay smart, and keep those legs moving.